All right. Let's see. Let me go to the page because the last time I started a live, it just froze for whatever reason. So, sorry about that, guys. Not sure what happened. At first, I did. The first time it was me, but then I tried to get back on, and then it started doing that thing where it just was freezing up on the channel and nobody could get in. So, sorry about that. Okay, seems to be good here. Okay, we're on. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes for everybody to fill the room, then we're gonna get started. Y'all just take a break for a second, and I'm gonna just take a few minutes, maybe like 4 minutes, for people to fill back in and get back acquainted, because a lot of people probably went off and don't know if we're live. So I'm gonna give people a few minutes to come back into the room. Yeah. We're back in here, right where we left off. We didn't miss anything. We're right. We still got time. We still got time. You're right, Jacob. We got time. We got plenty of time. We haven't missed shit. Quick little mishap, small thing to a giant channel. Let's get it. We're only $30 away from making goal. So it would be great money to just be able to make the rest of the day and take the rest of the day off. Support the show so we can come back here tomorrow and react to Kendra G back to back.
Is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions.
What the hell is even that?
The hell you mean, we?
2 separate systems.
Get that we
The
shit.
sounds are blended together.
I beg your
to achieve
pardon?
a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like, buddy, that's a big bitch.
Okay. Hit the like button on your way into the room. Feel bad that we got to pick up where we left off. That we lost. Oh, man, we lost almost 200 people. Feel bad. My bad, guys. That was my mistake. We were rolling. Everything was smooth. And then I sort of handed us over to the platform. And they of course, they started playing. Then the second one that we started froze. So we're back. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get the clip rolling so we can bring some more people back into the room. Let's let Kendra finish her delusional rant.
With somebody who makes less than you. It's just not. And men will get that when we're talking about a man. But they don't get that when you're talking about a woman. Doesn't mean you can't have life companionship like Oprah. Doesn't mean you can't have life companionship like Halle Berry. Doesn't mean you can't have life companionship like Rihanna. But it makes no sense for any of those women to get married. And if all those women were men, men will agree with what we're saying. But what's happening
now, the question, Kendra, shouldn't be, should those women get married? The question should be, can those women pick their, can they get with their match? Can they marry their match? Because look at Serena Williams even. She had to marry, what, $20 million less than her? And it's because, again, her income far exceeds her dating market value. Now, is Serena Williams hideous? Absolutely not. In no day of the week. She is a good-looking black woman. She's a good-looking black sister. But we all know, aside from the fact that her ass is a little bit special, if she wasn't one of the greatest tennis players to ever live, Serena Williams would be on the high side of average. She's not anything to call home about. Her dating market value doesn't exceed her personal income, her personal life adult value. And see, what happens is when you women's dating market value is lower than what you've achieved in your life, you end up having to date a lesser man, or a man who makes significantly less money, like Oprah, Nicki Minaj, ton of examples. Nicki Minaj is another good example. She would have been an average woman aside from everything else that she's got going on. Some men might have thought she was maybe creeping into the above average in looks, but either way, her personal value as a woman, it far exceeds her dating market value. So now she deals with lesser men. And you guys never want to use those examples.
There are some things Terrence said I agree with, but there's just a non-respect for women. That's just what it comes down to. There's just men who do not respect women, and they get irritated by women, and it is what it is. But one thing I wanted to say to Terrence, but the shush, I don't know if I can bring back on the stage because you can't shush me on my show, is if there's so many women walking this planet, and you have so many...
Kevin Samuels did rate Nicki Minaj wrong. I said it publicly, and he got upset with me. But he did rate her wrong. He rated her too high. He rated her like an 8. And I was like, nah. And I'll get it. I just thought Kevin Samuels was just trying to do business. I thought he wanted to work with Nicki Minaj. And I didn't blame him. Somebody had to take men advocacy into the mainstream and make that crossover. And I thought he was just trying to play smart about constituency. I saw it as a business move. But I didn't agree with it. And at that time, maybe I wasn't qualified to speak on it at the time. He got upset. I didn't feel I was above reproach. Jay Neezy says, Kendra still thinks that women controls when a man gets down on one knee for them. No fool. Why none of these rich men she's around wants her? Yeah. I know it's interesting. Kendra's always like, these men are in my world, my world, my world, my world, my world this, my world that. But it's like, why can't you hook any of these 6-figure guys, Kendra? If you shot your shot, even at Zach Boogie, would he take it serious? Let's just say in a hypothetical where you guys weren't fake brothers and sisters. You think that if you were the only chick left and Zach was looking over at you, you think he would think he won? An old chick can't give him a baby, tired all the time, can't cook, stupid looking wigs. You can't even pull him probably in your world. You be talking about all these 6-figure guys. But it's funny, they all see you too. Why they not hollering at you? It's funny, you got all these 6-figure guys who deal with you. None of them are trying to holler at you.
Options, then why are you still searching? Because what women will say is there's not enough for the type of guy. Everybody will agree.
And I think he tried to use your show to make his introduction into men advocacy. A lot of women are doing this nowadays. They call Kendra G's show to argue with Kendra G because she's obviously delusional. So Kendra, since your perspective is on dating and relationships is so bad, men are trying to use you to make an example of you so that they can build fans and build supporters for their own podcast. And you're such an easy target because you have a lot of influence and the things that you say are wrong. I kind of see why they're doing it, even though I wouldn't use that business model, but that's the business model that they're choosing to go with. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get into the show. We got 2 more archetypes to cover.
Wait, what you got going on? You got on
Oh, should I change my shirt?
Well, are you trying to be a guest? Wait, if you have on a shirt, no, you good if that's a shirt.
Okay, I could change it.
Okay.
Okay, how are you doing?
Good.
I like the way you handle him because I used to be a dancer and I'm a little nervous because I never talk live, but I've been watching you for a while. And I like how you handle him because I used to be a dancer and I know a lot
What's
of
that got to
guys
do
like
anything?
him. They're very bitter because he's called the trick. And he's mad because he could never get a woman like me to genuinely love him. We would actually be with him just for money. So that.
Okay, wait a second. Like, first off, he never said that he was a trick. You're saying that. Also, you assume that an older guy who only wants to pay for, who will pay for it other than deal with y'all problems. Oh, he's a trick now. He's daddy when he's doing it for you, but when he's not doing it for you, he's a trick. Some men don't mind going to get, like, they got some chick who's okay with just topping them, or they go get happy endings or whatever, and they cool with that. Some guys are okay with tightening themselves up before they're going to deal with the attitude of a woman. I remember T-Pain put it in a song one time. It was that song where he was like 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't need your sex, I'll masturbate. What was that? I think it was Freeze with him and Chris Brown. No. It was another record. It was another record where he's arguing, going back and forth with a girl. And he's basically telling her like, I don't need you. And men have been saying this for a while. Yeah, a lot of times women think men are more desperate for sex than what they actually are.
That's why he's in his feelings. And he probably got an ED problem. That's what it's giving.
Whoa, we can't confirm all that.
Don't mind my tooth though. This happened because I was drinking the Corona.
We can't confirm all those allegations.
Okay.
What's crazy is what makes me kind of sad is his first interview I thought was really good. I don't know why he wanted to come back, but maybe again, but this happens because people say stuff in the comment section and then it causes you to speak out out the side of your neck. I be trying to be humble, but sometimes I gotta remind everybody what it is. Now I be trying to be humble, but if I got to let you know what it is, I shall at any time. But enough of him. What's your name?
Well, he should have, if he really was looking for love, first of all, if he really felt some type of way, he shouldn't have been watching your show. So obviously he was interested. I think he should have opened his heart because he wasn't a bad looking guy. I think people would have been interested in him if he would have put his, ego down and just been himself. But looking at comments is not going to make people feel comfortable to like want to approach you like that,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, what's your name, honey? Let's talk about
My name is Ariel, the Golden Child.
Your name is what?
Ariel, the Golden Child.
Ariel, the Golden
Business. I do facials. Pedicures, manicures, eyelashes.
Okay.
And I do Airbnb too. That's my other job.
You do Airbnb too. Yeah. Okay.
I stopped dancing in 2017. So
say it again, baby girl.
I retired. I know I sound funny because of my tooth.
Yeah, what happened to your tooth? Now, they're going to talk about your tooth.
I know they are. So let me tell you what happened. So last Friday, it was my best friend's birthday. And we went to this place called 6 Feet Under. It's like right downtown where I live at in Atlanta. And I was drinking. This guy was buying shots. And I don't drink liquor like that. I'm a wine girl, as you can see. And he bought us like a bunch of shots. And then I ended up drinking Corona. And I was kind of drunk. So like, you know how you try to throw it back? I hit my tooth.
Oh, this just happened.
Yeah, this happened like a couple days ago. It's getting fixed on Monday.
Oh, okay. All right, so she's getting her tooth fixed on Monday. But girl, you probably should have waited till Monday, but we could go right now.
I should have. But you know what? If you don't love me at my worst, then you can't love me at my best.
Okay, well, let's do it. We got Ariel.
That is a dumb saying that a bunch of single loser black women made in the 90s, and y'all need to stop saying it. Because basically what you're saying is like, love me and I got a lot of work to do. Nobody's doing that, toxic black people. People are done loving unhealed versions of people and then having babies. And then after you had the babies, you realize, yeah, we were never healed. Like, stop.
Stop moving, honey. It's Ariel?
Okay. Yes, Ariel.
Ariel Golden. 30.
Child.
Say what?
Yeah, Ariel, the golden child.
Oh, you want me to call you Ariel the Golden Child?
Yeah, only because that's my Instagram. So like people.
Well, we're not gonna shout out your Instagram.
Oh,
you
you
have
could
to
just
have
call
a
me
profile.
Ari. Yeah, just call me.
You gotta have a profile on the dating app.
Okay, Ari.
Okay. So Ari, Atlanta, massage. Do you have any? You own a massage place. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old daughter.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, and when did you get divorced?
I got divorced in 2020.
2020. Okay.
Like December 2020. Mm-hmm.
Okay, December 2020. All right. Why'd you get divorced?
It just didn't work out. We got married like 2 weeks after meeting because I'm very spontaneous.
What?
You're very what, honey?
I'm very spontaneous. I'm like a hopeless
Very
romantic.
stupid.
Okay.
So we got married like 2 weeks after we met in Miami.
Stupid is
on
what
South
you
Beach.
are.
Okay. All right.
Not
All right.
spontaneous.
So we got you're 35.
You women are finding all type of cool creative language to like. You're not spontaneous for marrying somebody in a week. You're stupid for marrying somebody in a week. Let's just. Can we just say it for what it actually is? You're dumb as hell for marrying a guy within the first week. Stop trying to act like you're a risk taker and this is some adventurous layer of your personality. You're an idiot. What in the hell? She's like, I did that in a week because I'm spontaneous. No, you did it because you're stupid. Hit the like button, everybody. That'll help bring some more people into this room.
Ari, Atlanta, owns a massage place. Mom to a 13-year-old, was once married. What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Okay, honey, you gotta stop moving, girl.
Much love to Arthur. He came through and took the sponsor spot and sponsored the rest of the show. He says they aren't willing to take a man at his worst. Absolutely. And he sponsored the rest of the show, yo. Much love, Arthur. Thanks.
Is divorce. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a man or a woman, because I'm open. But I'm looking for somebody who's at least 30 years old that believes in God. You don't have to have like a specific religion, but I want you to have a foundation with God. And I like people that are really honest, even if it hurts my feelings. And I like people that are transparent. I want to know exactly what you want. Let's not waste each other's time. What do you expect from me? Where do we go from here? That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is guys with more than 3 baby mothers. My deal breakers is a guy who's bisexual and not being honest about that. Because, in Atlanta, you know how it is. And then my other deal breaker is like bad hygiene. I don't like, even though I know my tooth looks like this, I pretty much have beautiful teeth if you go on my page or whatever. But I like guys to have good hygiene, honest, and truthful about their sexuality. And I don't like multiple baby mama drama and all that crazy stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
Nah, I'm not. I dated all type of guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer non-white men, but I don't mind biracial. But I don't really see myself with like a white man.
No white men.
Yeah, not.
Okay.
I mean, I'm open to it, but I never dated a white man.
Okay, never dated a white man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Men don't care how intentional you're getting after you're done being a stripper and a 304. That's not how we work. That's not how we operate. We're like, we don't care about a stripper who at a particular time in her life, she's like, you know what? I think I'm done being a hoe. I gotta move closer because I'm out of focus. She's like, you know what? I think I'm a little tired of being a stripper and busting down and subjugating myself for a living. Where are the good guys at? There's nothing for y'all ladies. There's nothing for you ladies who bust down for a living. You booty hole brown girls, you're on your own.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
No. As long as he can take care of himself and he don't ask me for nothing, and he got his own house and car, then I'm good with that.
Okay.
Why are you all saying the same cliche stuff in response to being asked about your money?
Here for him, but we broke up in February. But it been on and off like rocky for like a year. But we finally ended it like the last, I would say like February 28th was the last time I was active sexually
Oh,
as
please.
well.
Okay.
So this is the first time I'm actually not having any intimacy
Okay. So how long have you been celibate for?
since February 28th.
Of this year?
Mm-hmm.
3 months?
Yeah. And this is the long. I know it sounds funny. This is the longest I've been. Like I used to do adult movies back in the day. So that's
Oh
another
my
thing I was
God.
gonna tell you. That's the only hurdle I have. I know because I know they probably know who I am because I used to be Eve Madison. But that's the one of the hurdles I have as a woman that's trying to date because a lot of guys they can't
Hold
get
on. She
past
said she was
my kind
what?
of adult movies back in the day. So that's another thing I was gonna tell you. That's the only hurdle I have. I know because I know they probably know who I am because I used to be Eve Madison. But that's
Eve.
the one of the
Eve.
hurdles I have as a
What
woman
in the
that's trying to
world?
date because a lot of guys they can't get past my past. You know what I
I
mean?
bet they
And I
can.
was only 18. I did it for 6 months, but when I used to live in LA, and guys can't get past that.
Hoo-wee.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but this is the truth because you could just Google me on porn.
Yeah, now again, I'm glad that I just stopped the live before you would have said that what would have ruined my money. Um, yeah, ma'am. Like, what are you surprised with about that? Guys can't get with that. See, this is again. If you would stop being triggered by what men have to say, you would understand why you're losing in the dating market. You would understand why you're losing. You would understand why men don't date strippers, why men don't like OF girls. The content's everywhere. You women just aren't listening to the men. It's that simple. Okay. Time's sake, I gotta go to the feature presentation.
Your name up. I can't even describe it. I should not mess this
I
thing up.
love the hat, Kendra. So beautiful.
Thank you. I'm still birthday celebration. How old are you, TT?
32.
32. Where you calling us from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. You have any kids?
I do.
How many kids?
I have 2.
Okay, how old are your 2 kids?
1 and 6.
1 and 6. They both by the same man?
No.
Why you not with the 1-year-old dad?
Kendra is complicated.
What's complicated?
We just not together. It ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
No.
No. What you do for a living, TT?
I'm right now I'm working for FedEx.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Aquarius. So we got TT, works for FedEx, Aquarius, lives in Brooklyn, mom of 2 kids, never married. Let's do it. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Kendra, whew, I'm looking for a man that's looking for me. I want a gentleman, a loyal man, a a gentleman, the ones that open the door, the car doors for me, the one that when we go out to restaurants, he open doors for me. I'm also looking for a man that my kids gonna love, one that I'm gonna love. And just a great man, a one that's sent from God, sent from above.
Ooh, shout out. They go, no, they're going to say, why ain't you had this dinner before you got pregnant by baby number 2?
I know, Kendra. I don't care if they come for me because I'm gonna come for them.
Don't play with CC. She ready with the snapback. Okay. She want a man sent from God. So the 1-year-old baby daddy wasn't sent from God?
No. Unfortunately, no, Kendra. He wasn't.
Okay, he wasn't sent from God.
He he played the good one, Kendra. He fooled me.
He fooled you. How'd he fool you?
Because Kendra, he just fooled me. He fooled me, girl. He fooled me. He caught me.
He
It's
had
a
that
long
good
story.
D. That good D fools you. You
That
ladies gotta
too,
start keeping
Kendra.
it real. That's what it is. See, the good thing, tell you something. Good D be the devil sometimes. And that's
It
what the
do.
ladies need to start realizing. The devil be designed with good D. And then y'all be out here having good D sex, making good D babies. Then you want mediocre D to raise the child. See, mediocre D, you want him to go through all the hoops and be the father
I know.
to the baby that
I
you have
know.
with good D. That's what it be, child. That's what it be, child. So let's see. Let's keep going. What's the deal breakers?
Stank feet.
Yeah, isn't it funny how like women are like after the kids, they're always so bamboozled. They're always so bamboozled after the children are born. Like after the children are born, then all of a sudden they're just so like thrown off, and like all of a sudden like they just see him so clearly now. The rain is gone, and now they can see that like this dude is like he's all these bad things.
Please.
What'd you say, baby?
Stank feet. A man with stank feet, Kendra.
Stink feet.
Please wash your feet. If your feet stink, do not contact me. Do not hit me up. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Woo,
Yeah.
child, not stink feet, child. Make sure your feet smell good. Okay, is that the only deal breaker?
What else? What else? A liar.
That sounds like experience.
A cheater. And I don't like mama boys. Don't be no mama boy neither.
No mama boys. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
How
Yes.
much money should he make?
Roughly 80K.
Okay, make at least 80K. If he made less than 80K, do he got a shot or 80K at the door?
80K, that's it.
No, ma'am. No. And I get it. You think you can ask that because you make that amount of money or whatever. But no. Why? Because that's basically like saying $100,000 a year and you don't qualify for a six-figure earning man. Next. And this is how easy it is to disqualify you average women who think, because you make 80K? Good. That just means you make 80K. What about, like, okay, so since you believe 80K automatically qualifies you for an 80K year, let's say if you make that. Like, so what does that mean for the woman who is 600 pounds, has one eye and a wooden leg, who makes the same thing? What does that mean for her? If you think that you and her are not in the same boat, then you kind of already understand where men are coming from. That it isn't really about you guys' money like it is with us. Now, how many women do you know would date a millionaire with one eye, overweight, and a wooden leg? You know a lot of women who would. That's proof that men, we can leverage our money as dating value. You all cannot. What I was trying to explain to Kendra in the first live stream, the first part one of this live stream. That no matter what you guys say, no matter how proud you are of your money, we don't factor it in when picking you. You have to find another way to be valuable to us. And if you can't, you'll probably be by yourself.
Anything lower than that, we can't do it.
Woo! Anything lower than that, she can't do it. Let me ask you this. 1-year-old baby daddy, did he make 80K?
No. Honestly, no, he didn't. He didn't. But Kendra, we living and we learning and we don't judge.
Right. So you can look at a man and say you don't want a guy for this reason, that reason. But when a guy is looking at an obvious reason to not deal with you, he's supposed to say, I'm not judging you for that. That's just water under the bridge. But you're not trying to be understanding of that guy making $60,000 a year, who one could say he might be overqualified, like you might be underqualified for him. But you're not willing to work with him till he gets to the 80 you want him at, even though you don't even deserve 60K or 80. But I'm just saying.
Who don't judge? These men gonna judge your ass, girl. I don't know what show you talk about, because my show, they be judging y'all. And what they gonna say, TT, I'm gonna tell you what they gonna say.
What they gonna say, Kendra?
They gonna
I don't
say
care what they say.
that you want a better man to raise the baby than the man that created the baby.
Exactly.
We all make mistakes.
Ooh,
So-
okay,
The kids ain't a mistake, but the man we have it with is the mistake.
If you had a baby with a man and it turned out that it was a mistake, then that means you make poor decision making. You women act like some guy just came in and just left a family when a lot of you guys met a guy who already was showing that he really probably wasn't the best guy. Then you have a baby with him, and then it's obviously clear that he's not a good guy. And it's not because he changed, it's because you're forced to look at him wholly now, because now there's another life involved. Makes sense. You women just are not being dishonest about how you're thinking about it. Let's continue.
And we gotta live and we gotta learn.
Okay. Well, now, be better than the baby daddy, child. That's what we're looking for. Better than the baby daddy. BB daddy. We're looking for the BBD. Better. Oh, better than baby daddy. BT. Better than baby. BTBD. That's what we're looking for. That's gonna be the new phrase of the show. The BTBD.
Yes, Kendra, get some shirts like that. Get some shirts made.
That's mine. So I don't want to hear shit. Nobody. I'm copywriting it. BTBD. Better than the baby daddy. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let me put my.
Better than the baby daddy. Haven't we heard that before? Haven't we heard that before? Kendra, it's funny. The very men who you claim that you're at odds with, they're the men that you steal from to conduct and host a better show. I heard you say priced out, a woman pricing themselves out of the game. I haven't heard a lot of people saying that outside of like our platform. You often slip up and like show that like you're literally learning from us as you're trying to be against us. Like you're like learning, you're using our talking points. Like if you were to make that shirt, you might as well pay Kevin Samuels' his family half the revenue, because we all know that like Kevin Samuels was the first person who said that. You don't get better than your baby daddy, and you're just gonna take off the first part of the sentence and just keep the ending and think we won't know what you're talking about. Yeah, next thing you know, she'll be like Travelicia, and then be like, "Oh, I heard that from somebody in Chicago one time." You'd be like, "Oh, okay, okay."
All right, woo, child. Can you see me?
Okay. Oh, we see you, girl. Okay, we got you, girl.
Out of shape. You got big boobs, but you're out of shape. You're overweight. You need to lose weight. Again, ma'am, what in the nerve do you think you are thinking you're going to get a six-figure man? You're not even in shape. Sister, what do you think the dating market is? You're not even in shape. What in the world made you think you get a six-figure man in the dating market and you're overweight? Overweight women, I automatically drop y'all to a 5. You don't get to be above average ever in your overweight. I don't even care if you're gorgeous. You're a 5 at best. I'm not letting you be above a 5. And you can't even go to the gym and take care. If you don't have a thyroid issue or something, outside of those exceptions, if you just can't go to the gym to make sure that men are looking at a fit woman when they date them, you don't really deserve to be dating. The same way y'all say broke men don't deserve to be dating. Men without a car, men without an apartment. Well, ladies, fitness is your apartment. Youth, fertility, your willingness to cooperate, that is your vehicle, your car. In the world, in the metaphorical world that is the dating market, y'all don't know what you're paying. Y'all don't know what you're paying. Y'all want to buy what you want to buy, but you don't know what to pay with. Y'all are trying to swipe on us with things we don't want to be swiped on. We don't care about y'all income. We care about you coming to the table with the best body you can possibly can. We don't care if we have a woman who makes the same amount of us, but she don't cook and she thinks that she's the boss too, kind of. We don't care about that. We don't want that. So what y'all gonna do? Black women, y'all having the biggest issue with this weight problem. And everybody's supposed to be considerate of it,
See?
even though y'all not willing, and even though she's not willing to work with a man who makes less money than where her standards are set. Bet she would consider. I bet if any man talked to her about his weight requirement, she would call him sassy. But he's not. He's a man who's got standards and boundaries. Some guys don't care if you have 15 of his babies. If you try to get fat on him, he's leaving you, because guys don't get with a woman fit for her to get comfortable in this situation. The next thing you know, I'm laid up with a broad who I'm not as stimulated by anymore. Guys don't get in relationships for that. So let's go ahead and get back into it.
TT, when was your last relationship?
With my baby father.
Okay.
Ugh,
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 2 months ago.
Was it your baby daddy?
No.
Oh, okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
What do I have to work on? 3 floors. I would say having no filter. I just say whatever comes to my mind. I do. I'm sorry, I do.
Okay, so you're overweight, masculine, you don't say the right things, you got 2 kids by 2 different men. How in the hell how in the hell do you graduate? How do you qualify for a man making 100K again? So you got a smart mouth. You're fat. You got 2 kids by 2 different men, and you want the best man in the dating market. Again, Kendra, this is what that dude was talking about. Maybe he was disrespectful, but this is what he's talking about. This is why these women are crazy for like thinking that they can turn their nose down at any man, or turn their nose up at any man, excuse me.
Like, we could be chilling, and if your feet stink, I'm gonna tell you, your feet stink, baby. Go wash your ass, baby. Go.
I don't think that that's having a smart mouth, because you shouldn't have to tell a man to wash his own ass. I don't really care about women telling guys to have to clean up, because I don't think women might have their issues, but they deserve to be around men who smell good. They deserve to be around men who smell like soap. Women don't deserve to be crowded by musty, stinky booty men. And I think that women complain about hygiene so much. It's time for us to have a conversation with some of you men about cleaning up. You women, like, stop hooping and then coming straight to try to smash it. Have some fucking have some class. If you go to the Y and hoop, if you go to her house, of course, no matter how horny you are, get in the shower. Duh. Like a lot of you guys y'all are just loose. A lot why would y'all want to be around a girl with stinky ass feet and think she still want to sleep with you? And I'm not talking about this broad. I'm just talking about a broad in general. Come on, y'all. I think black women's complaints about hygiene are valid, because they saying this shit too much. Wash y'all ass. And even though she's an unserious, unmarriageable hyena, I'm hearing this a lot from black women. But black women, ironically speaking, these are all men raised by you. These are all men raised by you. These are your sons who are doing this. So let's go ahead and get back into the show.
Go wash your ass. Okay, she said, let's do it.
So I got to work on that. I think it's not about what I say, it's how I say it. So I got to be more genuine on how I say things.
Okay.
So that, and what else? Maybe communication.
Okay, communication. Yeah. Okay. And TT, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because if you ain't rocking with me, who you rocking with, baby? If you ain't rocking with me, who you rocking with?
Now that's goofy shit, man. That doesn't actually. That's goofy shit. That doesn't actually add anything to the conversation. That doesn't add anything. That doesn't make that, like, again, one of the biggest issues of why black women don't like hearing the questions, and I'm going to close the show here. One of the biggest issues that black women are having with what do you bring to the table, questions like this, is because they don't know what they bring to the table, and they don't know where to start. And what I'm saying is you probably should go to podcasts where you see other black women in the comment section having a good time, like this one, and women are having a good time learning about dating and relationships from the perspective of a man or somebody who sounds like somebody who they would be cool with in the hood, or somebody who they can see themselves in, maybe even. This is why dating and relationship conversations are so important, because a lot of you women don't even have a clue where to start, and I can see it. And black women, you are very humorous. Your comedic wit is noticed all over the world by every different demographic of people. Everybody always steals black women's slang more than any other woman. You guys are very creative and wise, but you can't use it to mask insecurity, mask confusion about why you haven't gotten the results you want and why you continue to get the same results that you've always gotten. So much love to our show sponsor, and I believe that was the OG King Arthur was the show sponsor. Much love to everybody who came through. I'll be back here tomorrow with another Kendra G reaction. So for all of my Kendra G people out there, we'll be back here doubling up on Kendra G's show tomorrow by popular demand. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the subscribe button on your way out of the room. Also the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we go live. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's ThonLexy. You guys be good.